All right, so episode 5 of season 3 here. I just loved this episode. It's so freaking silly and ridiculous, and I had a blast. It very much reminded me of them trying to top what happened in the morgue episode where Ash goes up the butthole, Ash in the ass. And it didn't top it, but man, it was fucking hilarious. So we've got Ash's kid here in the opening has an organic bone saw. So he literally is fucking Bone Saw from Spider-Man. Anybody? Bone Saw's ready. We got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime. Oh, my brother and I quote the shit out of that scene. We quote the Spider-Man series actually a lot now that I'm thinking about it. And so, all right. So Ash has this girl, she's cuffed to the sink and his hand is like malfunctioning, stuck to the sink. So they're essentially handcuffed together. And she ends up knocking him out because she finds a key and lets herself off of there. And he gets his hand off. And so Pablo's leg, the mouth leg, or the leg mouth, yeah, the leg mouth is connected to the actual Pablo. So when she does something to the mouth on him, it happens to him. So she like puts some Drano down his throat, which she's trying not to kill him. I guess when you're a Deadite, you can swallow Drano and not kill the host. I don't know. And then he gets stabbed by the Kandarian dagger because Brandy stabs him. And I guess this sends him to this spirit world where Brujo is, and he is going to make him an even stronger Brujo because this was his destiny all along. Where he was when he died the first time in season 2, who knows? Although, as I said, Pablo dies a lot in this show. So I guess this is the death that he goes to see his... Maybe this was the death they knew was going to be the death. And they could foresee everything else. Who knows? Can't overthink this show. All right. So, and while he's there, he has to choose the right blood. It kind of reminds me of like Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade when Indy has to pick the right goblet, the right freaking chalice from the palace. What the fuck? And he picks like the shittiest one, and the other guys pick like the sweetest, nicest one. Although in this, it's just, I don't know exactly how Pablo picks the right blood. He just goes, all right, fuck it, and cuts his hand and just does it. Does he guess? I'm not really sure how he figures out which one's which. It's not like he hears something or he senses it or he uses some kind of pre-freaking gathered knowledge of his or ability, or I don't know, he picks the right of the 3. There you go. And let's see. Okay, so then we get the kid who goes because the girl gets her head ripped off, and so the kid crawls up her pussy, which we've seen in a few movies, but the way he does it, and Ash is like, "You're too young to be up there." It's fucking funny. And then he goes up into the girl's vagina and he fucking sticks his head out and he's walking around. He's like puppeting her body from the inside, a baby head sticking out of a large fucking, grown woman's body. And then Ash is trying to punch him and he's doing like a turtle head pop in and out of her body. And then like he flips her upside down like in a handstand and starts popping his head up out of her pussy. Oh my God, that shit was killing me. It was so fucking funny. And he's like kicking him while he's still in the handstand. And then Ash goes and sticks a bowling ball in the head and then pushes the body on top of a bowling ball, sealing the neck wound and the pussy with 2 different bowling balls, trapping the kid inside. Amazing. Just absolutely hilarious. Pablo comes up out of this spirit world as the Brujo El Special, and Kelly kisses Pablo. First kiss of the show. And Pablo doesn't really react. He's like, he needs Ash. He knows something's going on. And he, gets up and she's like, well, what the fuck? And it's like, well, Kelly, now you know how fucking Pablo felt for the last however long you guys have been around each other. But he's like, oh, no, that was great, but I gotta go. And he like runs out and she's just so confused. And as I said, like, welcome to Pablo's world. He's been confused since day one. But Kelly is worth the wait, let me tell you. I would wait a long time for her. And then the kid in the trunk, when he opens up the trunk and he's just covered in blood when he's in front of the cop, and he's like, look, and I'm not exactly sure what Ash was expecting to show them. Like, I have a decapitated body in here with bowling balls shoved in both of its orifices, with a baby inside the fucking inside of this dead body. I mean, I don't think that's any better than finding a fucking bloody kid in the trunk. So I'm not sure what he expected to show them. Maybe because the kid was still alive when he pulled him out of the dead body. But Ash driving around with a decapitated dead body with a kid stuffed up into it is probably going to alert the authorities as much as just a bloody kid, if not more, because that one's even more twisted. So not exactly sure where Ash's mind was going there. But Brandy finally picks a side between him, and she's been defending frickin' Ruby since day one. Although I think it's only been like a couple days, so it's not been that long. But she finally calls him dad, which he acknowledges, and it's cute, and they drive off together, and now they're on the run together. So let's move on.